Hello everybody, Mountain 101 here, and welcome back to another episode of Celeste. Last time, jeez, I can't talk. We completed the B-side for Chapter 4. Only 236 deaths, which honestly wasn't that bad. Well, I mean, at least not as bad as, this. That one was just terrible. And in this episode, we are going to be doing my favorite chapter in the entire game. Chapter 5, The Mirror Temple. Now, we're gonna start off with some dialogue, obviously, since, we just got off the gondola ride with Theo. In case you missed it, we sort of had a bit of an incident on the gondola ride that you can kind of see on the screen, but, yeah, I'm also going to give you an opportunity to listen to the music, because it is really good. In my opinion, this is some of the best music in the game. Did you know most climbing mishaps occur due to exhaustion? Nope, it's just from stupid mistakes. You know, making the same mistake over and over again. Oh man, look at this place. Feeling adventurous? I don't know. It looks pretty dark in there. More like a nightmare than an adventure. It's just a quick sneak peek. Snap a few photos. This place must be ancient. Theo, wait! My insect followers are gonna eat this up. There's no way this ends well. Well, I mean, the chapter's called Mirror Temple, so I think it's pretty obvious. It's, anytime we ever go anywhere with mirrors, battle line seems to follow us. But yeah, starting things off, we're gonna do the exact opposite of following Leo, and instead go to the gondola ride that nearly killed us, and kill ourselves again! And now, yeah, okay. Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, there's actually a strawberry right over here, which I'm starting to say less of that word. Wah, wah. I had it. By the way, coming in here, we immediately start off with a claustrophobic doorway. Or at least a claustrophobic area. Again, one of the things that I like about this game are that whenever it has a theme, it hits it home really well. So not only do we see, like, shattered portions of mirrors that sort of, like, distort the image of Maddie, which could symbolize her, I don't know, inner conflict. But we also have this very claustrophobic area with some places where you legitimately need to start dashing in order to get through it. Jeez. Either way, here we have the first new concept. These platforms, when you dash, they will move. It's sort of like the, what is it? It's sort of like the thing from Chapter 1, but it only moves when you dash, rather than you just having to be on top of it. Now, what is up with my... whatever. Uh-oh. This is Theo's phone. Don't panic, Maddie. Maybe it just fell out of his pocket. I'll get back to him when I find him. Wait, actually, hold on. Again, this game is very momentum-based. Make sure to use it. Yeah, use your momentum. Very, very basic stuff. No, why am I doing this? And then here we have the second new concept. Red bubbles. Now, I didn't like the bubbles of the first area, but I love the red bubbles. Oh, what? I love the red bubbles. Immediately dies. No, the only difference between the blue bubbles and the red bubbles is that they keep going forever until you either hit a wall or you dash out of them. So for instance, I'm not about to. No. Jeez, I'm trying to get used to I'm trying to get used to what I heard has been called the wave dash. No. I'm dying so much in the first room that can kill me. Stupid. And here we have our knowledge of the bubble put to the test. We have a pretty basic strawberry over here. Whoa! Pretty basic strawberry over here. wait. Pretty basic strawberry over here. Am I right, fellas? Either way. Another concept of the bubbles is that they can be used to move quickly. Now, this is what I like about the area. Now, I feel I might need to use this time to discuss something. So, in Chapter 3 is very long and confusing and goes on for way longer than it needs to. This chapter is also quite long. So, what exactly makes this chapter different from Chapter 3, which I absolutely hated as my least favorite chapter? For starters, okay, I'm going to need to think about this because I don't actually have this written down. This is completely unscripted. Hold on. My main thing with Chapter 3 is that jeez, I can't talk. Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to talk about what I think is different. The main thing about Chapter 3 is that this is a chapter that's specifically designed to make you feel, or at least give you some anxiety. There's a lot of... I will get back to you with my... I'll just get back to you whenever I manage to get this strawberry. Oh, come on! There we go, okay. Now, what I was trying to say was that one of the main things is that whereas Chapter 3 has to spend all of its time essentially making an entirely new character, this is a chapter that only has characters that we already know, which is great. As such, we don't have to spend much time, establishing new things. Another thing that I like about this chapter is that whereas the last chapter was made to feel very boring and very tedious, this is a chapter that makes you feel very anxious. There's, again, some pretty good video essays that you should watch. I mean, obviously watch it after... I thought that I was done. I mean, obviously watch it after you're done with this, but still. Another reason that I like this is I also generally prefer the music of Chapter 5. But that's just a basic. That's more of an opinion than really like a determining factor. Also, I'm not sure if this was intentional or not, but I know that Chapter 3, like, Madeline was constantly feeling, I get that, like, the whole point of, Chapter 3 was that it was supposed to feel tedious, because, you had this ghost guy who wasn't appreciating any of your work, just, like, constantly slanderizing you, despite the fact that you're the one who's helping him. And yeah, I guess I can see the appeal of that, but, like, I think the main, like, the main drawback of this is that, diagonally, finally, the main drawback of this is that feeling tedious does not make a good level. Making a level specifically designed to be tedious is not, like, a good idea, or at least it's not going to add to your level being, well, it's not going to lead to your level being particularly fondly remembered. I do like the concept of a level that feels tedious, it's just, not fun. Which, hey, maybe that's what they were intending. They were intending for the level to be tedious and boring, in which case, kudos to you, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that it wasn't fun or enjoyable. Oh, wait, what?! I'll just get back. Okay, got it. Jeez, that just took way too long. Oh, by the way, let me go and give you guys a bit of a helpful tip. If you don't care about the cherries and you're just trying to get through the game, a helpful tip is to always go to the right. Just gonna make sure that I'm not missing anything over here before we move on. A helpful tip is to always go to the right. So, for instance, no, come on. Well, I'll tell you what I mean in just a second. Let me get this cherry very quickly. And dang it, I said the word again. I said the thing. I said the thing I wasn't gonna say. I did. Did it. I said the thing. I'm gonna die here a bunch, aren't I? Oh, come on! Oh, wait, hold up. Can I just... Oh, well, that was stupid. I could have just done this! Yeah, like that. Why did I waste so much time on that? And then I have to get this. And then I also have to get this before I can explain what I wanted to explain. Oh, come on. No! See if I can get in less than 5 deaths. No! Okay, come on. I'm gonna say that's what, like 4. Oh, come on! Yeah, there we go. There we go, that didn't take too long. But yeah, so my main tip, always head to the right. So, you're gonna go and start off, or at least, to start off, most of the time, if you need to go somewhere, you're gonna need to go to the right. So, but, we are being blocked off by a key. In that case, go up left. I probably should, or go up. I probably should have said that sooner. That was just stupid planning on my part. Wait, do I have to, oh, right. Go up! And we can see, there's the key that we need. There's the key, there, that right there. This is the key that we need to progress. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't this the exact sort of thing that you complained about in chapter 3? Yes. Yes, it kind of is. Kind of. Hold on, as I think I have a response to this. I'm going to need a minute before I can think of a response to this. Hold on. Okay, here's the main difference. This isn't something that we're going to see right now, and it's something that we'll see more of later. The main difference is that not only is it creative of how it blocks off your path and makes you explore this maze area. By the way, in case you couldn't tell, this is more of a maze. This level is going to be a lot more of a maze, and I actually do really like mazes. But here's the thing, I prefer mazes that actually try to be confusing, rather than just, hey, I bet you won't figure out where to go next, unlike the basic, took a step forward. Okay, now we gotta block off your progress. Now we're gonna go and block off your progress. You made it one door, now you're gonna need to find the key, and in order to get the key, you're going to need to go through, oh, how did I die in that? Now you're gonna need to go through several other rooms in order to get said key, whereas this room only has you go through, like, 1 or 2 rooms in order to get the key. Not only that, but usually, the key is a lot less used. Like, they don't use the key as much as they did in Chapter 3. Like, this is, what, one of 2 times that they use it, whereas Chapter 3 uses it, like, an undefined amount of times. We're gonna go through here, bubble up. Now, okay, let's do this. Jeez, what was it? Yeah, okay, cool, first try. Another one of the main differences about the keys are that whenever the game needs to block off your progress, it's usually going to do something much more interesting. For instance, in that room we had to use a bubble from a completely different room. That is what I actually like, especially since it's very creative and since, in my opinion, that is a very oh wait, hold up, I just realized something, hold up. But yeah, I think that it's very creative that instead of having to use keys, it instead just uses bubbles, which in my opinion, it makes the level design a lot more fun, rather than just having you go in an entire loop. Also, yes, it powers down. Listen closely. It's like a little powering down sign, like it just ran out of power. Wait, how does an ancient temple run out of Theo? There you are! Maddie, hey! Why are you inside of a mirror? I'm pretty sure you're the one inside the mirror. What happened? Well, I was taking a nonchalant mirror selfie. You know, it's your boy, Theo, in this ancient temple. No big deal. Hashtag blessed. Next thing I know, I wake up lying on the ground. What does it look like over there? Where can I find you? It's, really dark and weird. Wait, something's coming. I'm feeling a strong inclination to run away. Be careful, okay? So, yeah, the music has just gotten, well, let's just say that things have gotten a lot darker in here, both in a figurative sense and a literal sense. More importantly on how Leo got trapped. But let's talk about something that's more important than Leo getting trapped in the mirror. Let's talk about lights! Yeah, that's right. There are two types of light sources that we're going to see. First of all, you have these blue lights. You have to actively touch them in order to turn them on. And in case you can't tell, not only is it very dark, in case you couldn't tell, but also that they're going to be hiding secret passages in the dark, so make sure that you check on all of the walls. No, seriously, the blue heart is very easy to miss. And then, second light source is also these yellow candles. Now, these yellow candles usually point to something of significance. For instance, it's showing the mirror that Theo is trapped in, along with the area of danger with the cherry. Dang it! I keep saying it. Now, even an area that's even more claustrophobic. Moving on. And yeah, you can see that it's even blocking your passage. And look at that background. Like, just take some time to admire that. Where are we? Are we even still in the temple? Is this still the temple? By the way, if I'm correct about this, yeah, that's not the right way to go. If I'm correct about this, the path that you need to go is also to the right. Yeah, the path that you need to go is also to the right. And now what you want to do here, I cannot believe I just did that. Hold on. Oh, wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, that's how it's done. Well, actually, if there's one thing that I do like doing, I'm not sure if anyone else likes doing it, or anyone who's played this game before, I always like just going around and lighting up all the torches. Or whatever these are. Are they torches or are they candles? And, this is the way that you're supposed to go. Past this weird-looking eyeball monster statue. Yeah. And now, I know what you're thinking. Why did, not what you're thinking, no. Either way, we can go downward. This is some of the worst I've talked. This is... I have never talked worse in my entire life. I cannot sustain a conversation with myself. Jeez. Now, does this keep going down, or is this just a death? It's just a death trap. I am never going to be able to come up with a, like a, man, I'm never gonna be able to, I'm never gonna be able to talk. Just straight up, I can't talk. I can't talk! But, okay. I think okay, finally. So, what I wanted to talk about is specifically this little theory, or at least this little, idea that I have floating around with, what Celeste sort of, means to me, or, yeah, sort of just what Celeste means to me. So, in my opinion, Celeste is all about overcoming obstacles. For instance, at the base game, Maddie is just trying to climb a mountain. That is it. However, we're not just talking about the, physical obstacles in your path, we're also talking about some mental obstacles. For instance, we can clearly tell that something is not right with Madeline. Remember, the mountain does have magical properties, such as why, she has sort of an evil twin of herself. You know, she has an evil twin. But we also know that the mountain symbolizes, or at least, like, the mountain can semi-symbolize a hurdle that you need to climb over. For instance, Maddie doesn't know why she wants to climb it, but we do know that she wants to. She just doesn't know why. To the point where even Battleline asks, yeah, why are you climbing this mountain? Which actually does make you think, especially since, you know, in most of these, like, in base game, most of the reason why she's climbing the mountain doesn't really matter. Or at least it wouldn't if it wasn't blatantly brought up. Like, for instance, think about the classic Celeste. I mean, in that game, in that, like, little 8-bit game, it doesn't even really matter why she's climbing the mountain. Just that she's climbing the mountain and you gotta make it to the top. By the way, if you are going for all the cherries, I'd recommend exploring from bottom to top. Ugh. I'd recommend exploring from bottom to top. Oh, wait, what? Where is it? Hold on. Game, slow down. I'm gonna ask that you slow down, game. Okay. Jeez. But yeah, not only that, but each chapter seems to revolve around the theme of, Each chapter seems to revolve around the theme of... Each chapter seems to revolve around the theme of, essentially... of not dealing with problems, or at least avoiding your problems until they become so bad. For instance, Chapter 2, For instance, in, Chapter 2, Battleline says that she is in fact a part of Maddie. Which part, we don't know. We can talk about what exactly Maddie is and, what people have thought of who she is, some other time. But symbolically, it comes from, symbolically, I really like the chase scene. I mean, think about it. It starts off as just a sudden confrontation of yourself, only to then be consistent, only to then have her, like... When Maddie starts copying every Maddie starts copying every single one of your movements, and you actually can't escape her. And just like actual problems, once you... All she can really do is run away from her problems, and even worse, soon the problems start multiplying. And now, stash up there. Yeah, okay. Soon the problems just start multiplying. And again, all Maddie can do is run away from it. In fact, that sort of seems to be her, mentality if the phone call has anything to do with it. I'm not sure if I've already discussed this, but, actually, no, I don't think I have. Speaking of the phone call from... Just really quickly to go off topic. Speaking of the phone call from Chapter 2, I have no idea who that person in the dream was. I have two theories about that. Either A, it's her dad, because we know that the person who did it called her sweetheart, So I would hazard a guess to say that it's some sort of family member. So I'd like to think that it's either A, her dad, or B, her mom. I doubt that it's her mom because her mom has different hair color. But at the same time, that also could just be that Madeline hasn't seen her mom in so long that she doesn't even know what she looks like. Then again, why would the portrait actively portray something that's different? But either way, we can tell that Maddie hasn't been in contact with any of her parents for a long time, except when she absolutely had to. Oh, wow. Can I not? Hold up. I know that there's something up there. We also know that she does have panic attacks, so obviously she has problems. Or more specifically, problems that she's yet to overcome and sort of just let them fester up. And in my opinion, I suppose I could also talk about myself a little bit. I am extremely lazy. Like, beyond lazy. And yeah, I can and that's one of the reasons why I could relate to Celeste's story so much, or the story of Madeline so much, because yeah, I often have a lot of problems that all I really end up doing is running away from them, running away from my problems, instead of, you know, actually having the courage to confront them, or to confront the problem. And now, okay, how am I gonna do this? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, no, ah. Instead of actually having the courage to confront my problems. Alright, and. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I can definitely relate to the story a lot. Not only that, but I also like to think of Madeline as a reflection of Madeline's true self. For instance, that's one important detail about mirrors, or more specifically, how they are a reflection of you. I cannot talk while playing at the same time. Yeah, okay, there we go, I timed it right. But yeah, with mirrors, representing, I believe that Madeline represents a reflection of Maddie, or at least, like, or at least some form of Maddie, and that actually carries over into Chapter 3. For instance, in Chapter 3, I'm not sure how many people realized it, but, you had Madeline sort of, struggling with Oshiro. Hold on. Dang it! Dang it! Yeah, there we go, okay. Sorry, I need to concentrate on this. Hold on. I'll be right back as soon as I can finish this. Okay, there. I'm not gonna let you listen to the B-side. I am not going to let you listen to the B-side music. It's too perfect to not be listened to. Jeez, what was I trying to say? Yeah. Oh wait, is there nothing up there? I thought that there was something up there. It totally looks, oh wait, okay, never mind. That was stupid of me to think that there was something up there. But yeah, we can see this carrying over to Chapter 3. For instance, once Maddie's like right about to tell Mr. Oshiro off for just like, basically just being a jerk to her for the entirety of the chapter. Only then does Madeline come out and essentially just tell him off, sort of like a reflection of what Maddie was actually thinking, or like a more toxic version of Maddie, who just does not take crud from anyone. Oh, hold up. Hold up. If I'm correct, this is actually the area that you're supposed to go to. Yes, yes it is. Now, I forget where it is exactly. Yeah, you can basically just, I believe you also need a key for that. Or at least you need a key in order to be able to get through the area. So... I cannot talk. I straight up cannot talk. Oh, oh, you thought, game. The game totally thought that it could pull that one on me, but no. Oh no, I saw that one coming. I saw it coming. This is why you pay attention to your environment, kids. Oh. Yes! It's 2 cherries in a row. I said the thing again. I said the thing again. Dang it. Okay. And then also, we have this giant creature. Unfortunately, despite how much I like this chapter, it is never explained what this creature is. But I would like to hear some of your theories. If you have any theories as to what it is, I would definitely like to hear it. But anyway, we have the key to the next area, because yes, keys are almost always required. Yeah, we need to go into this next area. Now... yeah, now you can see that the, our light sources are becoming more and more, we're becoming more and more dependent on these little light sources. Oh, jeez. Another thing about, overcoming obstacles in Chapter 3, just going back to that discussion that I had, that I was, talking about earlier, or my, little pet theory, Oshiro's problem is that he refuses to let his hotel die, that he's refusing to let go of it. More specifically, that he's unable to overcome his obstacle of grief. And again, it manifests itself into the little denial bubbles. Or whatever it was called. I forgot. Ah, jeez. Oh, come on! No! Yeah, there we go. That's how it's done. Now what we want to do is immediately jump upward. Oh, wait, what? No, I couldn't just do that. Well, fine. Well, fine then, game. Fine then. Have it your way. I hope that I'm not forgetting anything. I'm gonna try not to miss. I'm gonna try not to forget anything. Oh, wait, that bubble. That bubble. That bubble is what I'm aiming for. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to go all the way over, dash down into this bubble, and then you want to dash up here. Oh, come on! You've got to be kidding me. You are not... What? No. I mistimed that by 1 second. Whatever. Either way, we're gonna dash over here, and as you can see, we can just completely skip that doorway. We don't need to unlock it. So, I bet you're wondering, what is this key good for? What else could we possibly use this key on now that we have an extra key? Or at least a key that we didn't need to use. Well, I mean, you're gonna find out as soon as I can get into the room of significance. Oh, no. It's one of these timing games. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Go. Go, 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 go. Yes! Okay, I got it. Got it. And here you can see that they're trying to get us to go upward, but we can actually go downward. Wait, are they actually asking us to go upward, or are we supposed to go downward? I don't know anymore. But either way, you can see this is what we needed the key for. There is no other opportunity to get a key other than in this particular area. And now what we want to do is essentially take a bit of a leap of faith. I am sorry that my commentary sucks. I am doing my best to improve it, but then again, I generally suck at talking. And dash. Oh, that was close. Wait, what? No. And jump right there. And now jump. Oh, yeah! That was too close. Quiet and falling. Yeah, that was nowhere near quiet. In fact, Something tells me that my mic peaked at least once. At least once during that. By the way, now we're gonna head upward. And in case you can't tell, now we have the giant eyeball monsters. By the way, I'll give my opinion of what their name probably is, in a minute, but for now, I think it's better to just call them giant eyeball. No. Not this time. We're just gonna go and head upward, as it's the only direction we can go. And hey, at least we're heading closer to our destination, am I right? You know, just trying to get out of here. Also, how big is this damn temple? Like in the... I mean, I couldn't tell. It looked only like... I forgot how big it was in the main screen. Or on the main screen. And then, going back to the panic attacks of Chapter 4, we can also see that Maddie is only able to recover because she has people, or at least people by her side. And in the end, that's what allows her, and I think that this can be seen as her starting to slowly recover, as in she can only make it through her panic attacks with others, and yet and yet despite the fact that this is a good way to help clear you of your problems, in the end, Maddie ends up pushing herself away from people because she believes that she can handle it on her own. Or, I'm not sure if she actually says that, but she pushes herself away from other people, being that she never even talks to her mom, and even that other person who was on the phone, she's probably never even seen before and probably hates. Well, actually, no, it's never actually suggested, like, the real relationship between Maddie and her mother, but it is obvious that her mother cares about her, but that Maddie doesn't, like, talk to her a lot. But yeah, you can see that Theo was actually able to help her get through it. So I bet you're wondering, what's the symbolism for Chapter 5?